So, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have 2 copies of this game now. I have the original for Wii U, and I have the Switch version. And listen, I've played the Wii U version. I have not beaten the Wii U version, but I've gotten halfway through. Here's the story. I started playing the Xenoblade X on the Wii U after I had played the Switch version of Xenoblade Chronicles, the original, the definitive edition. That's what got me into Xenoblade, and it got me really into Xenoblade. I played that entire game, I did every single quest, and I was like, I want to go to the next game. I still have my Wii U. I bought Xenoblade Chronicles X. I even got the downloadable patches for the Wii U that let you play the game at a higher resolution, which you have to do. Have it in a USB, it's all plugged in. I still have it, it's right there on my system. Because Xenoblade X was probably one of the last games that you would warrant owning a Switch for. A Wii U for at this point. It kind of is. Like, there's very few Wii U exclusive games anymore, and not a lot of them are actually huge. They're still cool. But not many really big, crucial games for some people. And for a lot of people, it was Xenoblade X. I have gotten, I don't know, a decent portion of the way. I have a mech. I got far enough into this game to get a mech. Which I know is like, well, that's a big part of this game, isn't it? It takes quite a while, and I spent like 40 hours just wandering around. I actually put a lot of time into Xenoblade Chronicles X Wii U for not having beaten it and not having getting to the end. And partway through playing it is when they announced Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. X Definitive Edition for the Switch. And they had like, oh, there's new extras, and there's going to be quality of life stuff. And because of that, I came to the conclusion that, oh, shit. Fuck. I guess I had to make this choice to make, and I made the choice to abandon ship. That way I'm going to resume playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Switch instead. Instead of continuing my Wii U one. Which is fair. I think that's fair. Because I got far, but I feel like with the quality of life stuff, it will be quicker. And I might enjoy... there were flaws. I'll talk about that. But as of right now, here's my Wii U. Man, when was the last time you saw this? God, I love the Wii U, but it makes me sad. It makes me sad because it's like, well... It's yesteryear. It's at this point, it's old. It doesn't feel that old, but I don't feel that old, and I'm aging, visibly. And it's kind of sad. So I can tell you the ordeal. It wasn't an ordeal, just, you know, the stress of getting this ready for stream time. But regardless, we're here, we're ready, the game is up. Yeah, I know, the online service is still available. Funnily enough, I was still playing this when the online service was available. It lasted a long time, so I still got a little bit of the experience of it being online. Obviously, I'll get a better experience. Oh my god, 2015? What year is it? 25? It's 10 years old, I guess, isn't it? You know what, before we start, let me get the water very... Well, actually, let me put in the game first. Because of the wonderful things it does. Because I want people to notice visual upgrades and visual changes. I want people to notice quality of life upgrades, UI changes, UI font size. Listen, I'm going to tell you all of my gripes about X. And I was still enjoying it, and I was still planning on going all the way through it before the definitive edition. But I can tell you, I had some gripes with this game. Watch this while I get a little bit of liquid. If you don't mind. Although, actually, this is not very loud, is it? This is so quiet. Is this set to be low or something? What the hell? God, the menus in this. I have to remember what this is. I don't even think there is audio settings in this game. There's a problem. I think you might be able to hear it better than I can. There we go. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Give me 2 seconds to get some water, and I can tell you about what I like about this game and what I don't. I'm very much full of vim and vigor. Look, it's my guy. It's my little man. Or my big man. I'm sticking to yes, I love my little character. I don't own any white jeans, but that's him. That's the better version of me, which I guess is what people tend to do with avatar characters. So if you're curious of where I am in this game, if anyone actually knows. If you don't know, do I have 50? Is that 50 hours? I have 53 hours, maybe, in this game. I'm level 27. My party is not level 27. They're kind of sucking shit right now. I'm doing random quests. And also to demonstrate, if I flip screens... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I guess I can't show you the map, because it's on the bottom screen. This is kind of actually tricky to show, isn't it? Again, I can't capture the bottom screen of the Wii U, but that's what it looks like. These big hexagonal things. It's very chunky. I wish I could show you this better, because I know for a fact it's very different looking in the Switch version. We have this big map on the bottom. Game top. You have your scales right here. Visually, I don't think this game looks bad, but I know some people have issues with it. There we go. Audio is back. One thing I hate about this game is that the font size. I know that's a silly thing to complain about, but I'm standing close to this TV, and it's a tiny TV, and it fits. Okay, you're really strong. Can I just warp somewhere that's not so scary? Let me go like right here. Again, you can just go to the map, just touch a thing. Touch controls in my video game. So I know, Wii U exclusive is very special. I still think this game looks really good for what is a Wii U game. God, this music is nice. Playing this with the gamepad though makes you really realize, man, this thing was fucking weird. The buttons are real chunky and strange. I don't know if I like how the gamepad feels. Time to go fund myself. Don't say that. There's better things to do in your life than go fund yourself. Camera always starts way too zoomed in. I have to zoom it out a bunch whenever I play this game. I'm coming to you. Again, it's very typical Xenoblade fashion. Use your arts, use your skills. I don't need to explain this. What I need to show off is how different it is. Again, this UI is a mess. You have like 4 party members on the left. You have the you know, the quest markers always on the screen on the bottom right. You've got bottom like... Oh, listen, just because I'm the fun channel doesn't mean I'm fun. Everyone knows that. Duh. Duh. Come on. Are you stupid? Listen, man. I don't accept dumb chat members, okay? I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Welcome. But yeah, this UI is a little bit of a mess, but I was used to it. You learn. Battle system's a whole level of complications. But it doesn't look too bad. Sliding slinger! Oh god, that's gonna live in my head rent-free forever. Nice. Yeah, but there's so much going on. There's so many things that, like... It's the same gameplay as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Definitive, or just Xenoblade Chronicles. But they added more mechanics. This was before Xenoblade Chronicles 2, in which they switched up the battle system and how it worked. So it's Xenoblade Chronicles, but even more so. You have to pay attention to individual limbs and individual bodies. The middle is a lot. Overrated game. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition? Well, it came out 2 days ago, so you might be right. Hey, come on. You know what's an overrated console? The Wii U. Wii U wasn't that good. Nobody liked the Wii U. Come on. Run that shit over. Yeah, but this shit is chunky. The UI is chunky. It's very slimmed down. I love jumping from 1,000 feet in the air. The menus. There's so many menus. You click, like, listen. You go into the menu like this. And you see, oh, party. Then you click party. And then there's this many options that all go into their sub-menus. Then you have to go to individual characters. You have to look at all these stats. Go to ground gear. And then you have to go character by character. A character has like a million different slots for all of their armor. Why does it say new? Then you click into it, and there's like a fucking million stats of a million different items. And then you can set items. There's a button just says sub-menu that opens up a secondary menu in the already big menu to then do extra stuff. I will say, fortunately, this game has one of the first instances, I think, of when you, like, select armor. You can also select what's visible and what's actually applied, so I can look like this guy, this fucking idiot on the screen. Not me, I'm the other idiot on the screen. Scale gear, then you can set your arts, you can do your skill trees. Again, unlike Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, this one is more free, and that doesn't make it worse, but it makes it more stressful to me. Because then I have to think about, oh my god, I have to set every single art I have, and I can just change classes. And I know that's a big thing in a lot of RPGs. But I actually think, I personally like it when the game gives you characters, and characters have specific roles and specific skills, and they kind of stick to that. And you can kind of play them as they are. I actually prefer that more, personally, than giving me infinite freedom to, like, go through different pages. But yeah, I got 50 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. Wii U needed a better name. It might have been... there were many issues. But that was one of them. Nice, guys. Thank you. Thank God my lights are so bright in here, and even with them being as bright as they... I probably need them brighter. That might actually help me see better. Because wearing sunglasses indoors is not conducive to a fun time. Funnily enough, this screen right here, which is a screen you might not think is important, is like the fundamentally most important thing for you to know about. And I feel like they don't teach you about it very well at all in this game. In order to do combat successfully, you need to know about this screen. A lot. Like this screen is so dramatically important. Here's the thing about Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I don't know if they fixed it on the Switch version. It explains its combat like shit. It doesn't tell you what's important, how things work. It is not clear. And trying to figure that out on your own is really tricky. Also, this game has, like, it's one of those games where you have, like, tons of party members. And you have to find them out on the field. There was a lot of very tedious stuff. There was some cool stuff, like, for example, if you don't know where to go, you can press a button, and it sends a literal ball of light that will tell you where the fuck to go. However, it's not always accurate. It does it dynamically, so it's always shifting, although I kind of like that part. I think that's fun. Sometimes it doesn't, it doesn't do pathfinding. Sometimes it'll lead you to just a wall, and there's a giant mountain in the way. Oh, fuck. I don't want to fight you. Let me leave. Oh, wow. Do 1,000 damage in one hit while I'm trying to flee. Thanks, buddy. Hey, follow the little ball of light. It might lead you to a wall, and you can't climb that wall. And no matter how hard you try, you can't climb that wall, and you don't know how to get... It doesn't tell you the correct way to get to places, and sometimes there's only one way to get to a certain place. And if that's the case, what do you do? The majority of the time I spent in this game, I feel like, was just trying to get to a location, failing, trying to Skyrim my way up a wall like a horse, and then either giving up or finally finding another way through. They didn't know where to go. Or searching in vain for items. This is a game where you can just walk around and there's little blue things for you to pick up. You run into them, and they give you an item. And there's plenty of quests you can pick up that are like, get 5 of these. You don't know where those are, but you know they're in the world somewhere. So you run around picking them up, and 2 hours go by and you're like, I haven't gotten a single one of these items, why not? Little did you know, this item's found in a single spot in the entire game, like a 2-foot by 2-foot area that it might spawn in, 50% chance. And I've been focusing on this one quest, not realizing I'm literally, like, not doing it. I'm complaining a lot, and again, I liked this game enough to want to beat it and continue it. But I want to tell you about all these flaws before we get to the ostensibly better version. So this is a very strange game. You hold down the R button, and the buttons change what they do. Than many other games. It's a great feature. I love that feature. This is a very strange thing. I hope it's in the Definitive Edition. You can just shoot a camera up in the sky and then wiggle this around to take a look at the environment. Which is kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of really cool. I can summon my scale. I can toggle auto run. Yep. Like that's a cool feature. It's a good stream to eat wings too. What is a food that would be bad just for this game to stream to? Unrelated, by the way. I love how quickly your fucking character runs. He runs so fucking fast, and he jumps so high, and he swims so quick, which is helpful because this world is massive, and exploring it can take a while. But you don't feel bad about it because you're running so goddamn. This guy is booking it like fucking nobody's business. Like look at him. Do you see do you see this dude? He's fucking killing it. Like the run speed is so quick that it minimizes the fact that it takes forever to get places. I didn't notice frame rate too much. I know some people are more frame rate snobs. I've never been that much. It might also just look better on my TV, and the fact that I'm wearing sunglasses helps. Little blue object. I picked up. Item. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know. And I'll probably only play an hour of this before I switch to the better version, which I also have, and I will play that one from now on. But okay, where am I going? Well, I can't show you this part because it's on the gamepad. But fortunately, it's funny. This game has a lot of quality of life stuff, and then also a lot of stuff that isn't very quality of life. It's a strange oxymoron. Like, there's a lot of tedious shit in this game, but there's also a lot of good stuff. Like, oh, instant teleportation anywhere. The map's always there. Shit's really bad because you can't hear the funny guy talking. What are you fucking... How loudly are you... actually, you know what? I can't make fun of you. I know what you're talking about. Sometimes you're eating chips, and the chips are so fucking loud, it reverberates in your skull, and you can't fucking hear what you're listening to. And it's very frustrating. But yeah, unlike Xenoblade X, this game has quote-unquote humans who fled Earth. Real Earth. They crash-landed on a whole different planet. You get mechs, you get cars. Like, this is very different from Xenoblade Chronicles. Which is like... actually, do I have my mech? How do I summon my mech? There's a way of doing that, and I don't remember what it is now. Oh, I don't need to do that. But the soundtrack is very different. It's got, like... You know, what you hear right now. There's probably, like, a mech summoning button. Somewhere, I don't know what it is. Skell, sorry. Sorry, Skell sounds like a fucking mean thing to call somebody. But yeah, you have just like a town that they built in this parallel fucking place. You got like a diner. Aesthetically, it's very different. And you can't just like walk through stuff, run on cars. It's a little not very fleshed out. Who the fuck is standing on the roof? Why is there a goblin above this, Ritz and Siegfried? Hello? You get freaks in this game. But yeah, because of that, this is obviously strange. I don't want to liken this everything to FF7, but it kind of reminds me of FF7 a bit more because it is like, yeah, we got cars and guns and shit, but then we got swords, but then we have, but it's not really because there's no fantasy in this. It is purely sci-fi. We get like aliens and mechs and suits, so it's not really. It's sci-fi. Even though it is somehow still related to Xenoblade, Xenoblade is still very fantasy. Although even Xenoblade has sci-fi elements. It's so strange. It is such a strange game. Have you heard? But for example, you get tons of party members. In order to get them into your party, you have to physically find them in the town and after you've recruited them. And they could just walk around. They could just be somewhere. It could be 2 o'clock at night. Do you know where your kids are? You have to go and fucking find them first before you actually can put them back in your party. This is a less story-focused game. Why do I need to talk to you? What do you like? Wursel. Talking to me? Oh, come on. Don't go dragging randoms in this. I'll listen to this lady. We're on the Kissnet. Kismet. Oh. I know what that is. Party won't let me have store. Oh yeah, every single character has like a chart that connects them to every single other character. And I don't care about it, but you can look and see how everyone's, like, what their relationships are. Wow, this person is being alienist. They don't like this alien because they look like a reptile, because they're afraid of reptiles, so they won't let this person shop at their store. Kinda sad. I mean germs and stuff. It's like, I think you look ugly and I think you're dirty. Get out of my store. That is what this person is saying about this alien. You could be packing all sorts of disgusting diseases. No offense. Not even over my cold, stinking, swollen corpse. That's pretty unreasonable. You want a legal ruling to disallow it. Now, she wants segregation from aliens. That's really fucked up. She's like, I want a legal ruling to stop this. This person's like, yeah, I just want cute clothes. Yeah, I'll take this mission. Why not? Very strange. And what's with these fucking cyber-futuristic trucks? God, not Cybertrucks. I can't believe they're still around. Do you know every single Cybertruck has been recalled? Every single one that has ever been sold is now recalled. For fucking technical problems. Who could have guessed? That's crazy! What? Yeah, what? I know, exactly. But the scale of this game is fucking crazy. Look how fucking... I mean, whether it's warranted or not, it is fucking massive. Looked up how to summon a mech, but it didn't say. I know it's possible, but if I don't remember, it doesn't matter. I think I would remember, but I don't. Oh yeah, there's a keyboard. I can send... You used to be able to, like, find people in the world and send messages to them. It was pseudo-MMO-ish. And you could do, like, emotes and stuff like this. By the way, Shulk's voice actor... Because you have a character creator in this game, this is my guy. This isn't, like, the main character here. But Shulk's voice actor was one of the man's voices that you could choose from. And he did all of the voice lines. So my character is using the Shulk ones because I like Shulk. I was like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna do Shulk's voice actors. Who doesn't like Shulk? God, I want to see my mech. I just abandoned it somewhere and I don't even know how to get it back. It has been like months and months and months since I played this. I have to look out how to get a mech. I would look up the manual, but games don't come with manuals anymore. They just come with, like, Nintendo warnings. Yeah, know where to go, know how to explore. The UI is flawed. And a little tedious. Just jump. Beautiful. Wonderful. Bro, getting chips, get out of my head. I'm good. I'm gonna look this up because it's gonna bother me. I don't need to use the mech, but that's literally one of the last things I'd barely gotten it, and then I was starting to explore. And truly, the mech makes me nervous because I'd almost want to not get it hurt. I don't even know how to, like... I don't want to damage it, basically. Because it has different attacks. It has a health bar that's different, and it costs money. You'd think it would be easy to look up Xenoblade X how to summon mech, and it would just tell me, but it doesn't. There might be a better option. There's a button that returns you to the Skell. I can't... Why do they call it a Skell? It's silly. I believe it's supposed to teleport to wherever you are, but I can also just do this instead. Part of the reason I wanted to show off the Skell, aside from the fact that it's cool, is that when you go quickly, you turn into a car. And then you end up, like, falling off of stuff. Again, you can upgrade your Skell. You can get better ones. You can have your Skell fly. Like, I barely got this, and it feels like such a big game changer in terms of travel. Because there's certain quests and stuff in which I just couldn't reach, and I didn't know how to do it. And part of me was like, well, shit, I can just, like, hover. Eventually, I'll be able to fly, and then I don't have any problem getting places. I'll say it's very easy to just, like, fall off. But the mech stuff is kind of genuinely very cool, even though I'm very nervous about it in combat. Because I just don't know how to use it in a way that, like, makes sense. Also, is this street legal? Unrelated, Gray Leno, everyone's favorite talk show host, was seen in his neighborhood driving around town in a fucking tank. And this was like a couple days ago. This wasn't like a fucking old TV vid. This was like recent. We don't know what he's doing. But that's basically what I'm doing. I'm running around with a heavy weapons unit. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to the fucking Walmart. It's alright. Don't worry about it. I guess tanks are street legal, as long as the weapon isn't active. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here via the roads, and I don't even know if there is a way of getting out of here this way. How do I leave? Also, there's just rows and rows of empty houses. It could spoil you on the plot of this game if you're worried. But it's not like it's that advanced. Again, this game is not really about the story as much as it's about... Oh, I love roads that go nowhere. It is a little bit more gameplay focused in some aspects. Not that there isn't a story. Not that it's not worth engaging into. Also, they believe in, like, Jesus Christ in this game. There's a church. And I don't know how that coalesces with the belief in literal aliens who attacked and blew up Earth. I couldn't do that quest yet, so I don't know what Jesus has to do with this, but can I just, like, climb up here? There's an upper level, which I haven't been up to. Yeah, you can also just climb things. See that mountain? You can climb it. Alright, now I'm in the upper level, where the actual people are. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. Beautiful. Again, you can teleport places, but it's fun to walk. It's the scale of this is so cool. Again, Xenoblade is very MMO-like. Of course. But for single-player people like me who don't want to interact with people, and this game is still very pretty. I do think it's genuinely very pretty. And look, it's a bit... Oh my god. And like any Xenoblade game, I love that you can encounter a guy who's level 92 immediately after leaving the starting area. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here, man? A little frightening. What is this? Have I not been here this entire time I've been playing this game? I've never been to this little section. Let's fight this guy. Let's fight from a distance. Weaken him first. Alright. What the fuck? Holy... How did I get into first person mode? I don't want to be in first person mode. This fucking music's very different. So I guess none of my party has mechs, it's just me. So it's like, I'm making my buddies fight with me. I'm protected in this giant mechanical thing. And they're just being fucking, you know, eating shit on the ground. Nice. I remember dying a lot to a lot of enemies. This game wasn't actually very easy. Like, this game, I had some rough times fighting things, and sometimes I was just a little underleveled, or I just couldn't do it. I would like. There was a lot of times in this game where I just spent ages trying to go through something, get through a section, fight through an enemy. Where I was like, I feel like I should be able to take this. It's not even like that big of a level difference or anything, if there was one. And I would die, or I would get stuck, or I just couldn't do it. The game tested me. You know what else I want to do? I want to show off some of the other areas. Just it occurred to me. So if I go to... I want to go to the jungle. In the jungle. Because there are different continents you can kind of see. That you will go to. So I should be using a stylus to touch this touchscreen, and I'm not. Ducky do it. By the way, I had ordered this game, and it didn't come in. And I got a message saying, oh, it was rejected and resent back to the sender. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, great. I was expecting it today, and they couldn't deliver it today. So, like, 15 minutes before stream, or whatever, 20 minutes before stream, I left my house, drove to GameStop, and bought it. Thank God they were closing at 8, so I had very little time. Thank goodness they were still open. Thank goodness they had the game. Thank goodness they got back to stream on time. And fuck whoever tried to send me this and couldn't do it properly.
Boy, I'm starving.
And I was very glad I had made sure I had made the thumbnail right as before I had left. That way it was ready to just like fucking press go. Why do I have a guy named Fog on my team? Who the fuck is in my party? I've got Irina, I've got Fog, I've got Lau, and I've got, like Elon Musk's other child, the one that like X03327, whatever the fuck they named him. Oh, deselect. I don't want to fight that guy. Ooh. This area. Yeah, as frustrating as exploring can be, that's also the fun part of this game, is to find new places and get to locate. See things, because this game is pretty. And again, I can just, like, this giant ocean, I can just cross it. You can just visibly walk to the different continents, basically. It might be a little bit boring, but you can do it. You might... Thanks, I know, thank you. I'm going to show you on the map, but... Like, I'm just in the middle of the ocean. I'm not connected to any of the continents, I'm just going through. Why not? Why not? And the funny thing is, I have like the shitty dinky mech. I don't even have a good one. I have the most basic baby mecha possible. But that's alright. I didn't even mention this, but the character models have been improved. If you see the YouTube thumbnail for this, you notice one of the characters looks like a fucking creepy bug alien, and they're a human. A human girl, and she has like completely black eyes and pupils, and she looks very strange. Whereas in the remake, she looks like, wow, a person. A normal person. People have always said Xenoblade had fucked up faces. They could never do that correctly. Maybe that's true. Maybe that was true. But I would, it might be a stylistic change, but they do look very different. Oh, no, I can't fight you. My party will die. And I'm just mashing buttons. I'm not even looking at what I'm doing right now because I don't know. Beautiful. But I'm excited to play this on Switch because it's more portable. It's it'll run better. It'll look better. It'll have infinitely many quality of life improvements that will make this more bearable to actually get through. Holy shit, that's a good line. Sliding Slinger. God, I wish I had my Elma and my Lyn in this party. Doki do it. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Mario anime from the 80s. Like the year after Mario Brothers came out, they made an anime movie of it because how big it got within a year. And it's wonderful. It's 60 minutes. Next time I have a movie night with friends and we finish with the real movie, I'm going to tell them, hey, all right, sit down, go on YouTube, look up this. We're going to watch the Mario OVA anime from the 80s of Super Mario Brothers. It's 60 minutes long. It's wonderful and fantastic and lovely, except for the very end, which is so, like, awful that I can't even express how bad it is. But 99% of that is wonderful. I talked about it before, but basically Mario has this grand adventure and whatever, and they build up, like, he likes Peach, and even Peach seems like she likes Mario and all this rest, these 60-minute adventure, whatever. Takes care of Bowser, predicts a lot of things that they would later do in the Mario series, strangely enough. And then at the 9th hour, at the very fucking end of this, out of the blue, right at the very, very, very end, Bowser's defeated. It seems like we have our happy ending. A weird character that has kind of been through there, but not really there, shows up, transforms from an animal into a human blue-haired anime boy prince. Says, actually, I'm the one who's destined to marry Peach. Mario falls down in shock. He literally sheds tears. I'm not even joking. He actually cries. And Peach is like, Mario, it's okay. Then Mario, you know, sadly walks away alone. He doesn't get anything back from this adventure. Luigi doesn't get money, which is why he was on this adventure. And he goes back to his home to work at the counter at a shop like he had been doing at the start of the adventure. He gained nothing. He got nothing. His entire efforts were all for naught. Even though they had this entire scene with him and Peach, you know, there was dancing in the moonlight, there was a song about love. Nah, nothing. Blue-haired anime prince comes in at the 9th hour and says, actually, yeah, we're meant to be together. Sorry, Mario. Mario cries and goes home alone. That's genuinely what happens. And it's like, what the fuck? Who signed off on this? The worst... Like, here's the thing. Mario and Peach don't have to get together. I'm fine with that. But they led it as if that was going to happen entirely. They didn't lead in on this other plot point that just happens. I'm very passionate about it because it's horrible. And the movie is great. Like, it's unbelievable how out of left field it is and how bad it is. Game with a bad soundtrack. I'm going to be honest. People love the soundtrack. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with it. It is not my favorite. I will say, another quality of life thing that they should fucking fix, and they probably have fixed on the Switch version, which I own and I will be playing in like 15 minutes, is audio. This game has no audio settings whatsoever. And the music is like really low. There's songs with lyrics, and I can barely hear what they are. Because the audio is so, like, the way it's balanced. For a game that's not that old, it has not enough game settings. It has all of these camera game settings, but some of the camera settings that I would want are missing. Even with all of these. Like, this is the camera we need. Great. You have brightness, appearance, and headgear. Very specific. Display. I guess that's fine. Whatever. Who cares? And social settings, and that's it. Any other settings to tweak issues with audio. Audio being way too quiet for the music sucks. The UI is fucking tiny. When you're playing this on a bigger TV, you can't fucking see anything. And when you're playing this on a gamepad, it can also be really hard to see anything because the gamepad's pretty goddamn small. Again, I own Skyrim for Xbox 360, and I haven't played it because I got in like 30 minutes, an hour of that game, and the UI was so small that I could hardly see what the fuck I was doing, and I just stopped. I gave up, and I still to this day have never played Skyrim. UI size makes a big difference, and this game is... I can still play it, but it is almost there, and there's no way of changing it because of my poor, horrible, baby, bad eyesight. I don't think I've been here. Sorry, I'm just exploring now because that's the fun of this game. Oh, that looks dangerous. I really shouldn't walk in this cave with like 60 enemies, all a higher level than me. That's a really bad idea. But yeah, even looking at this now, I still think, yeah, this looks pretty good. I still think this looks really nice. I'm excited to see the Definitive Edition because, again, I started Xenoblade with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on Switch, and I like that version a lot. I think it has infinitely many good quality of life. However, it's funny. I actually think, in retrospect, there are a couple things that I wish would have been brought over from the original that aren't in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. There's small things, but for example, the models. The models on the Wii version are, of course, rough, because they're old and it's very limited graphics. However, in some aspects, they were a little better, because obviously, just design-wise, they're a little different than what we got. Color changes. But Oh, sorry, my ears fucking like gonna kill me. There's a bug in it. I got spiders in my ears. One of the things is the models had more bones on the Wii U version. I know that's a strange thing to say, but 3D models have bones, and those bones let you move things. I'm trying to collect these little things. The Wii version had more bones, and it didn't always use it, but in a couple scenes it used them. Bones in the face specifically. Wow, I collected stuff. I did a quest. So, some of the scenes weren't actually as emotive in the Switch version than in the original, because their models were technically a little bit more simplified, even though it was, you know, nicer and slicker. And that bugs me. There's also things with how it handled the textures, and some of the textures just weren't applied properly. The color and lighting were changed for the environments. If things are up-resed, great. But that doesn't change some actual missteps in the visuals of the world of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And I'm curious if any of those happen here. The thing about this is that there are people who play this game for like 1,000 hours or more. There are people who play this game excessively. There are people who love this game. I won't do that. I won't play this game, and I will beat this game, and I will do a series of side quests. I might not do all of them. But there are people who put a lot of, like, an insane amount of hours into Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, very specifically. Because it is so different from the rest of the series. So now that it's no longer on the Wii U, the Wii U's free. To not be worth having anymore, I guess, but also, any of these limitations, having to use the fucking gamepad, having to deal with all of these little quality of life stuff, hopefully those should be gone, and hopefully things should just be better. God, I wish I could fly. Wish I could touch the sky. You know what, I can't sing that song, because the guy who made that song was, like, bad. He's bathed. He's a bathed man. Doki 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 do it. Here's Star Fox Zero. Yeah, here's the thing. I actually think Star Fox Zero is probably fine. I would like to play it. I'm not a Star Fox fan. I'd like to become a Star Fox fan, but I haven't really played many Star Fox games, if any. And at some point, I'll be playing through the series. But from what I heard from a lot of people, it's just that the control method is a little strange. And by the time you've actually beaten the game once, is about how long it takes for you to actually get used to controls and know how to play them properly. Other than that, I heard people say it's kind of fine. It's probably Star Fox Zero is probably overhated. Definitely overhated. Actually, I think it's actually fairly good. It's just non-intuitive controls. And again, it feels almost like another remake of Star Fox 64, kind of. Like, we're doing this again? We already did this on the 3DS. You want to do it again? I can see how it was a disappointment, but at the same time, I do think it's actually very much overhated. People just didn't want to have to aim with, like, oh, let me shoot from the dog, you know, in a dogfight from the gunner seat. Oh, while I'm flying, even though that is really cool. That is genuinely very cool, but people didn't want to have to do that. And you know what? I guess that's fair enough. What's this? Why do I need this? Get out of this thing. There's just shit to do at all times. It's one of these games where you can just put like 60 hours of random guff, because that's all this game is just, oh, there's a thing to do, a thing to fight, a thing to explore. But again, I'm hopefully anticipating that with a lot of these quality of life additions to the Switch version, I will actually, my playtime will be a lot shorter. Again, I'm running out of things to talk about with this one, because I don't know what else to show. I just wanted to visually show how different it's going to look. The other thing I also wanted, one last thing, is I want to recreate my character. So I want to make sure I can do this correctly, because the character creator is different. Look how Chad, like, this guy is like he's a more handsome version of me. It's kind of sad, man. How does this guy look better than I look in real life, and he's in a game? Like, this is the ideal version of me. Didn't work out that way. Dude, what I needed to do is get these pink heart-shaped sunglasses and some white jeans, and I'll be fucking set. But I think we're done with the Wii U version for now. Again, I can plug my Wii U, I guess. I haven't been currently playing any other Wii U games. Although I guess I might keep it plugged into my... keep it over here just in case I want to stream Wii games. Again, I don't really have much. I've got NES Remix. I've got Twilight Princess HD. Got a whole bunch of... other games. What do you call it? Virtual console games. I got some Wii games. I have Super Paper Mario on here. I have Mario Galaxy 2. I have Metroid Prime Trilogy on here, actually. And I have a couple of DS games, which I plan to stream at some point. Like Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, WarioWare Touched, Wario Master of Disguise, Kirby Squeak Squad, Mass Attack, Spirit Tracks. Again, before I had my 3DS capture card, this was the only way I could have played DS games, so I thought it was very cool. But it is time to swap from my Wii U to another system that is also already very old at this point. Again, that was 2015. That was 10 years ago. The Switch is like 8 years old. So if you actually think about the time difference in between these two systems, sure, okay, Wii U came out before. But like, the time between Xenoblade X coming out and the Switch being released isn't that long. X. No, actually, I ordered this thing and it didn't arrive, right? And they sent it back. But I think it was GameStop I ordered it from. Or was it someone else? They still sent me a code. For like extra stuff, bonus code. So even if I don't get my thing, they still sent me a bonus code. I don't even know how to use it. Can't believe the My Nintendo's... This doesn't work anymore, by the way. This was shut down like... This was shut down 2 days ago. So I just barely missed not getting, bonuses. I should hide it. I might possibly just hide the screen for a second. In case this shows, like, my card information. I don't need to show you the eShop. I mean, I could. But the eShop is full of AI slop. We've been over this. I've shown the eShop, and it was like AI hentai games. And you don't want to see AI hentai games. I mean, you might want to see AI hentai. I don't know. I can't judge. I'm assuming you don't want to see AI hentai games. Right, let me put in a code. No. By the way, I have to say that the Switch eShop is intolerably slow. It is, like, intolerably slow. It is garbage. It is so utterly bad, it's baffling how bad the eShop is. Like, everything else in this system is meant to be lightning quick, easy. If you switch from console to everything, you turn it on, it boots up instantaneously. It's like... How do you do everything so right? And then the fucking eShop is the worst thing in the goddamn universe. Come on, Nintendo! Show us debit card. I would gladly to. Yeah, I guess just because I had bought it and pre-ordered it, I get the Exploration Support Package. Which is great. Even though they didn't actually give it to me in fucking time. Doki doki do it. Fine, while we're here, let me I'm still gonna look at recent releases. Just because while we're here, we might as well take another look at the trash that is the Nintendo eShop. Oh my god, it's immediate. It's immediate. Candy Country Sweet... was that say Sweet Wonder? This. Who is making these? Look at this utter schlock. Look at this... terrible AI schlock. For $4.90. Matty. I hate it. I hate it. Want to spend $5? Made this? Who fucking made this? Came out today. This is the kind of shit we get on the Switch. Yeah, delivery. Fish Frenzy, that looks like shit. Aeroblast, waifu dating sim. Oh, no, spicy edition. Ooh. Kelly Yumi, that's a normal game. Bowling Fever, more like Clussy Fever. And I've done this before. A clock. There's a lot of these. They come out all the time to make people want to play. What is a master? Okay, this doesn't look at AI. This just looks really bad. This looks like typical shovelware. Masters Tennis. Look at these models. This looks like someone bought like an asset pack of models that may or may not be fully modeled and added them to this game. This is terrible. That's just shovelware. That's not even Little Red Riding Hood. Endless Zoom Tail. Oh, it's God. Nope. Again, AI schlock. Fast food simulator. That might be real. World Flag Master. Hentai Girls. Sexy Sakura. Kill the Emoji. Boomerang of Destruction. Beach Girls 3. That actually might be a real game. I can't even make fun of that one. Doku Girls. Dogs. What is Dog Spotting Challenge? Is this a game where you literally... Yes, fully modeled. Your imagination. Which one is the Pomeranian? Oh my God, this is literal. This is a literal mobile game. It is even in fucking mobile aspect ratio, and they just ported it to the Switch with this shitty background, and all you do is you click on dogs. Yes, spend $3. Yeah. Die the bunny. The Dice Man cometh. What the fuck? Okay. Well, what is this? Anime Girls Car Puzzle Passion. Puzzle. Passion. I know, the Nintendo Steel Quality. What does it mean? Anime Girls JDM Car Passion Puzzle Premium Puzzle. Puzzle's there twice. Look at this. It is AI-generated cyberpunk-esque car girl... It says puzzle twice. It says puzzle. Passion, puzzle. And they're puzzles. They're just puzzles of images. They made a puzzle game of AI images. And that's it. How to become a coffee master. Chest grain master. And there's another one! Sorry, this just makes me angry. Aurora Light Pony. Oh no, it's another shitty visual novel. Super Slime Boy. Oh my God, it's a fucking ripoff of Super Meat Boy. It is the most blatant ripoff I've... Look at this. Look at this! Wow, Super Slime Boy. That's a totally original character. I've never seen this before. This is very... Here's the thing. I would love to do an AI terrible game stream, but then I would be supporting the AI games. I'd have to buy them with my money. I don't want to buy these. These are terrible. I know they're like $2 each. You want me to spend $20 on like 5 to 10 AI games? I could. Rose, oh my God, I hate it. Birdie Up, I hate it. And this is the majority of the games coming out on the Switch. K-pop idols dating anime love for Fever. Mixed in here, Sugoi Girls Sassy Spy. Another K-pop idols dating game. Book Supermarket. Cashier Simulator. Another book supermarket that is next to the other one. Quiz, 50 ways to read kanji. Witchroidvania. That actually might be real. I can't tell. Problem with this is that any real games get fucking blended in with Trap Yuri Garden. Or baby games like Ringo's Roundup. Like... It's like... What is this? Oh, that looks bad. Oh, these all look bad. All of these look bad. This is upsetting. This just is upsetting. Yes, this is... It's like Finger Family shit, but on the Switch. And there's a never-ending supply. Anyways, let's play Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Let's play something that's good. in quality. I suppose that is also subjective, but I would imagine most people would agree that these games are better than the games we just looked at. Any complaints you might have about any real games, remember what's actually out there. First of all, immediately, there are way more settings. Actually, you know what? I actually do want that off. Like, so many more settings, and that is a big deal. I know that's a silly thing, but like, that was my problem. There was not enough settings. The way the settings were handled was stupid. I couldn't change things like the audio. Horailsveg. What is the... I don't even know what that is. Brightness level. Might turn it on a little bit brighter because I'm wearing sunglasses right now for fucking the effect. Field UI. Versus Battle UI. Wow, that's nice. Icon displays, update notifications, social notifications, other notifications, online. Sound. There is a sound menu. There is a fucking sound menu. I can't believe it. That is amazing. And voice language. That's like the biggest deal for me. There's a sound menu. I kind of want to take my sunglasses off on this because I actually want to be able to fucking see. God, what am I going to play on the Wii U now? Like Game & Wario? I don't even own it. I need to acquire the last couple of Wii U games that are still worth playing that I don't own. Only plays Xenoblade 2, the one with the waifus. I'd suggest some of the other ones. This is nothing like that game. And it's... I guess every game these days has a waifu. That lady is naked, and that guy is naked. Why is that floating in space? See, here, it's been so long since I started this game, I don't even remember how it starts. Oh. I'm fine, I didn't fall. I almost don't remember. I'm way too hyper today. Today, this has been like a... Because of how rough it was getting this game. I had to like fucking stress about it. I walked in the door, hit go live. Still got my shoes on. No, there are... No, it's just that it's not... Listen, the waifus in Xenoblade 2, that is like extra excessive. Isn't the racism against aliens? Yes! I showed off the racism against aliens earlier on the Wii U version. There was a blatant quest where there was a lady asking so that aliens could be segregated. She wanted a legal precedent so that she wouldn't allow aliens to shop at her store. That is real. That happened. That happened this stream. So yes, this is one that has people racist against aliens. Like, aliens are coming to fucking attack our planet. Maybe we shouldn't be racist against them. Maybe that's just a thought. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason they went for us, you know? Just saying. Maybe keep that in mind. Americans.
2054 AD.
God, this is gonna happen in a couple years.
In a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed. Its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye.
Full price. Normal 60 bucks. I believe. Actually, I think it was.
The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-like colonization project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth.
An arc? What is this? The Bible? I mean, this all harkens to Xenosaga and Xenogears.
Our home for the last
So there's a lot of, like, religious, like, themes in these games. In philosophy and a lot of there's a lot of shit like that like plays into this. The Xenogears and Xenosaga are much more oblique about that kind of stuff, but there's still stuff like that in these games. And technology and how all this plays into stuff.
After leaving Earth behind,
They knew.
Years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world.
Fuck yeah, America. Look at it. United States.
Caught up with
US. Of course, the only country who launched an arc that survived was the fucking the USA.
the alien blitz.
I love that. I love that that's the case. That's so funny.
The efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage.
It's very. I don't know why that's very amusing to me. Like, Japan made this game. Monolith is a Japanese studio. Why didn't they make Japan the winners?
Gravitational field of a new
They're like, nah,
planet.
Japan wouldn't make it. America would be the one who would fucking somehow survive.
We plummeted toward the surface.
Yeah, we just like, you know, we killed hundreds of thousands of creatures on this planet that we just crash land.
Since then, 2 months have passed.
We just murder like a planet's worth of creatures so that we can survive. What's gonna force the space program, maybe? Oh boy, here we go. Let's see if I can recreate the character I had before. Hey, look, it's Vinny Vine Sauce with purple hair. God, it's gonna be impossible. I don't remember who I look like. I guess I'll just go with the default and then modify him. I like how they do this, by the way. They let you just have different backdrops. That way you can see what you look like under different lighting, I believe. I'm not like... I feel like I'm like 5'11". I am not 6 feet. I am just underneath it. So I'm not like... I'm like, I don't know, here maybe? I'm not like... Okay, what does short look like? Oh my god. Fucking Levi. Is this inches? Is this an arbit? What does this number stand for? Is this inches? Maybe it's meant to be inches. Let me look up how tall I am. Because I don't know. And I'm an American. We use imperial. Is it 184? This would be 71 inches. Assuming this is inches, this is how tall I'd be. His hair? Oh, do all these colors look the same? Oh, it can be like the colors on the left are all very dark and not really reflecting what the color on this, like, the color on the palette all look very dark, and then you look at the guy and it's like, yeah, that doesn't apply. It's not too bad. Like, how am I supposed to... What the fuck? That's... Like, this is strange. Yeah. None of these look right. Oh, I mean, that's actually might be a little too dark. Not tan enough right now. Go with go with that for now. No fucking freckles. Barely see that anyways. Cheeks. Yeah, I have them. Ooh, I'm all fucked up and disgusting. Do I have like Chad? No, not really. Skip defaults. Scars. Oh yeah, baby. No. I got any moles? Japanese people love moles, man. They think moles are fucking sexy. Don't ask me why. My god, it's Ryan. I feel like, why are there so few hairstyles? I feel like there were more in the original, unless I'm crazy. Or unless you're like your base changes what shows up? I don't know. Wow, I can... I don't know, this seems fucked up. This seems real fucked up. No. I don't know what I don't even know what would look right. Oh, look at this fucking king. I might go with this guy. Look at this Chad hair right here. Oh, they're all robotic. I wonder why. Oh, that chat member's name was Stroke. I have green eyes. Do I want fucking black alien eyes? I almost wonder if the base I chose would change things. Oh, that's like the Eye of Sauron. They're like brown. Do they have normal eye colors in here? Oh, they just got pink and purple and shit. There we go. Eyeshadow. Face paint. Oh yeah, that's right. You can do fucking like... Oh my god! I'm the Joker, baby! Wanna know how I got these scars? Can't believe it. Guys, it's ultimate. It's Mr. Society right here. It's the oppressed gamer look. I can't believe it. Yeah, just get a fucking Monado on your face. Why not? Get a back tattoo. Get a lower back tattoo, but put it right on your face. I love that there's a fucking Joker. That's so funny. Just lip color. Oh, look at this handsome man. They get like really bag shut eyes. I love it. They actually give you the voice actors in the game. That's crazy.
All right, it's on.
Yuri Lowenthal.
Huh? Come on.
Bryce Papenbrook. Isn't Bryce Papenbrook fucking Makoto Naegi from Danganronpa?
Huh? We've still got a ways to go.
It is.
I'll do what I can to help.
It's fucking Danganronpa.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, that's wrong. I can't believe it. It's
Come on.
so Yuri Lowenthal, big, you know, voice actor.
Huh?
You have Bryce Papenbrook, pretty big voice actor.
Oh. So yo.
I don't know Keith Silverstein, fortunately. Sorry.
Ready? Game and set.
I don't know who that is.
I've been staggered. Hey there. Woohoo!
Hi there. He sounds like a side character.
They staggered me.
Then Adam Howden. That is just Shulk.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's do this. Here I come, son.
I could go with Makoto. I'm gonna go with Shulk because I like Shulk. Go 72. That feels better. I feel like there's not as many options as I was expecting. I don't know why. I'm gonna save that to 1. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the base selection. And I'm gonna look and see if I choose someone else. If I choose this guy, is it just different options? Is it a different loadout? Some of these guys' faces are really different. Yeah, look at this shit. The hairstyles are different. I was right. First of all, this is Ryan's hairstyle, exactly. I'm pretty sure this is the character, this is the guy I actually used for my base previously. So yeah, you just miss out. You don't even get like free reign. You really have to base it on the guy you start with. And if you get it wrong, then you're just screwed, I guess. This guy has a weird fucking beard. The other guy doesn't have a weird fucking beard. It's pure, you know, it's pure fucking whatever. So many hairstyles, and the palette is not clear at all what they are. I love that. Funny, all the improvements they made, and I still think that this color selection is terrible. It's very shiny. Yeah, I'm redoing this, but fuck it. You can have multiple slots. Face paint. Still gonna do shock. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. Probably the closest I can get to what I looked like before, but I can't really remember. Very interesting. This is not a game I'm going to be consistently streaming, but I might play it on my own. Elma. That's a badass lady. Elma, how do you have the power to do this?
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please apply the gel. Ever seen Interstellar? You ever been in stasis? And you wake up? It's like that. You ever seen Alien? One of those pods? I mean, I can't promise I'm even gonna play this game for like months because I'm still playing games like FF7 Rebirth and I don't have time for multiple big open world games at once. There's a chance I might, but that would be way later. Oh, look at the fucking polygons in that hand.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
I think it's fucking pouring. I like how her eye... Oh, never mind. It's like, is her eye going above her hair? But
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay?
Esto.
Your senses will need time to reactivate.
And this is a late Switch game. I'm wondering how this is going to look in Switch 2, because apparently
Your pod is the only one around that
in the
landed
code there was
intact.
already support for like improved
Good
graphics,
thing I found
better
you.
frame rates.
My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Hair. Look at her hair. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to immediately...
You don't even remember?
Immediately, I was like, look at her fucking hair clipping through her fucking shirt. Very first in-game cutscene. There's already clippage. Wait, just wait.
The only act. I found. My name's Elma.
Look at her look at the hair. Look at the hair. Sorry, do I need like a mouse cursor? Look. Oh, no, that's not good. Look right here. You see that? See that right here? Pay attention. Pay attention to this hair right here. That thing right there. That. You can immediately see it like clipping through as she moves her head.
My name's Elma.
You see that? I know that's not a flaw, but I was like it's like you're talking about graphics on a Switch game. It's like, of course.
Your own name?
When you notice it, then it's gonna bug you forever.
The stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
I think her eyeball is clipping in front of her hair. What's my name? If I'm not mistaken, I believe is Xenoblade X the game in which you put in a real name? There's a chance they'll have it read. X name. Mike, or is that a different game? Because I'm pretty sure it might be this game in which they actually read out your player name if it's real within reason, but I'm going with fun because
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
Elma, I shit myself in the pod.
It'll come.
It'll
In the
come?
meantime, I'll get you
That's
up
the
to
best
speed
news I've
here
heard
as
all
best
day.
I can.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
How are your limbs? Can you move?
Well, one of my limbs is certainly moving.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system.
The high fidelity in
One
the
step at a
in the
time,
UI is the
all
best
right?
part of this.
First things first. You'll be needing a weapon.
This dude woke up from stasis.
There
The
you go.
first thing she does is give me a
All right,
fucking gun.
Let's get going.
Like, no, I'm in the middle of the rain in stasis. She wakes me the fuck up. I'm sleeping, having a nice nap. She wakes me up, gives me a gun. It looks about as bad as I remember it looking. Well, you look about as ugly as I remember you looking. And I can't even see you. Again, I was playing the other version earlier on the Wii U. This is the Switch version. I can validate this looks 1000% better than the Wii U version. Just saying. I played the Wii U version earlier. I was showing it on stream. This is the Switch version. It is dramatically better. But this will not be your kind of game. I think you would like Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't think you would like Xenoblade Chronicles X at all. It is very different. It is not very story-based. It is very much more MMO-like. You might like the other games. I don't think you would like this one at all. Can I still? Yep, that camera control works. I want to customize. I feel like I fucked up my guy already. I need to change the way he looks. And I think this looks pretty good. I mean, I don't think this looks bad. Yeah, I just woke up, man. You want me to be doing this?
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few.
Thanks.
Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
Got amnesia.
You know, the L002?
$5 says I was the
ship we
hero that,
escaped
like,
Earth on?
helped us
You
escape.
Remember Earth, right?
What's Earth?
Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway.
The sidelong look I gave her.
Unfortunately, it was caught in a
She's like,
battle
that
between
used to be
two
anyway, and I'm
alien
just like,
forces. And destroyed.
that's so funny. Yeah, I don't remember. Is she for real? Is she fucking crazy?
Ring any bells?
I don't have any bells to ring, so no.
Don't
I woke
feel
up
bad.
5 minutes ago, lady.
It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Yeah, my dude is really. He didn't look this dark in the menu.
I know.
Jeez, I gotta.
It's been
I have
following
to
me for a
update my
while
character
now.
model if I can.
I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves.
I don't want to alarm you,
up to
but there's
the
a
task.
boogeyman or men in the house. All right, let's fucking murder. Auto attacking. Yep, yep, yep. Archer special abilities. All these are the same. God, that looks different. The UI is much bigger, which I can appreciate. All these sound effects, dialogues are the same. Way more slick. Whether or not it's better, it is more slick, and maybe a little bit more intelligible. Ugh.
You're not half bad.
I thought you would suck shit.
There's There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Thanks. I can either nod or scowl and look depressed at the idea of work. I mean, if I'm shooting things, I guess that's fun.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have
Just
the
scowl
job
at the
for
idea.
you.
You want to make me work? You woke me up from
But
stasis to
anyway,
put
we
me to
can talk
work.
more details later.
What a
Now,
fucking
let's
man!
see
Just
what
wake me up when that's done already, and I can have my normal life. Jeez, lady. My first loot. The voice prompts are instructions. I should read this because this is fucking important. Soul voice prompts are instructions, suggestions, or requests that your party members call out in the heat of battle. Responding to them triggers various boons. When an ally issues a soul voice prompt, arts in your palette which will match will highlight. You and the prompts the issuers will regain HP, and you will receive an effect. This is pretty much this is like one of the only ways, realistically, this is your main way of getting health during a battle. Your health regens automatically out of battle. So you're always at max when you fight something, unless you're unlucky. This is like one of the main ways of healing in a battle. And I think people just forget about it because it's just thrown in there. This very small little thing. The third page of this tutorial. Really important that people know this. That is one of the most crucial things for knowing how battles work. Enemy categories. You got theroids, insectoids, piscinoids, humanoids, mechanoids, chimeroids, ultrafauna. Blue is low, white is even danger, yellow is risky, red is dangerous, and purple is very dangerous. Makes sense. Yeah, can I adjust how oh my god, immediately look at how much tutorial there is. A, do that. Melee arts, which are orange, you got range arts are yellow. Debuffs are purple, support is green, aura is blue. Wow, that's your level. You can do critical hits. Just talked about. Potential is one of the stats by your characters are measured. The higher its value, the more HP the character will regain from soul voices and arts, and the more damage they will deal with tension. That's pretty fucking useful. Also increases the damage when activating overdrive. So that's important to keep in mind. Soul voice, soul challenges, or use healing arts. Battle positioning, yep. Like Xenoblade, depending on where you are in relation to the enemy, your attacks do things differently. That's important to keep in mind. Buffs. Here's a list of buffs. I am not going to look at that because that's too much. How can I restore HP in battle? I love how they have to have that here because I guarantee you that was one of the biggest questions people would ask. Pretty sure there's a way of changing my character, but I don't know how. Not just... Look at me. Look at me. I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden chance to make my way. Yeah, he's a little... He doesn't look enough like me. I gotta change that at some point. That's interesting. Avatar cannot leave the party. Yeah, this is so much easier. First of all, that tells you there are a lot of party members that you can have. Previously, you had to fucking track them down. You don't have to do that anymore. That is a game changer. Nice. Oh, well, let me do things. I gotta progress the story. The tutorial for this can be a little long. R plus Y.
I'm coming to you.
Let's see what you've got.
That's right. Another part of this game is you can,
Flame
You can attack appendages of enemies. You don't just attack them. You can also hit, like, their foot or their fucking wing or something if you want to, like, do specific damage. Sliding Schlinger. Oh, it's staggered. And right now I don't have enough, or I have 2 arts. Although I just leveled up, now I have 3, so I lied. I lied directly to your face. And I still love that you run so goddamn quick in this game, as if you're fucking, like, the demons of hell have come for you. And I love that. I appreciate that you can hold the button, you don't have to fucking mash it now to do that. It's great. Wonderful. Well, I'll have plenty of time to get through enemies and stuff later. Let's get into the world, because I think it's a little bit of a long, drawn out intro. What did I get? Grants physical resistance up. Great. Fuck. Sliding Slinger. Sorry. She uses the move sliding. Every person has a different sound effect based on the move they have. A little call out. She uses the call out Sliding Slinger so goddamn much, you're gonna hate it. Oh, the morale level's fucking shite. That line read is gonna live in my head forever. Fighting Slinger. Thanks, Shulk. Flame grenade. Yeah, again, a lot of these lines I've heard so often that they're just in my head. Fighting Slinger. Nice. I never thought that I would be back in the whatever of luxury. I guess all the cutscenes are in game because you have to be in them. There's no pre-rendered cutscenes in this game. Is it gonna stop raining? Is it gonna be sunny now? Can the sun come out tomorrow?
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise.
Told you.
Follow me.
Yeah, the Wii U was not so long ago that this looks infinitely better, but it still looks measurably better. And I'm excited to see what this looks like when the Switch 2 comes out and it's even more improved. And the Xenoblade developers, Monolith Stop, is great at these big open worlds. They have style, and they can look really fucking pretty. Even with, obviously, you know, not high-def graphics. Find it more of a chore. I don't disagree with you. He looks so sweet. He doesn't even look happy. My guy looks fucking sad. He's like, oh. I actually agree with you. A lot of this is a chore. I like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition more than I was liking Xenoblade X. But I think that some of the quality of life stuff might fix some of my issues with this. It won't change the fact that it's not going to have as good of a story. A lot of people said, and they were probably right, that I should have just skipped Xenoblade 2. And then 3. And they're probably right, but I still wanted to get through this game and play through it.
They're all indigenous, as far as we
I don't
can
hate it.
tell.
I didn't hate it. I just...
We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
She means murder them. But no, there was a lot of wasted time in this game that I had, which really pushed it to the limit. But in terms of having this massive planet to explore, full of creatures, it does a great job at that. Dun, dun. Yep, this music, I remember this. It's nice.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star.
Is it because it's a mirror of Earth? Why is it called Mira?
But it's our new home.
Also, what a coincidence we landed on a planet, we crash landed on a planet that happens to be able to support life that we need. USA! USA!
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy.
I don't know why, but I do love the fact that it's America. It's so funny to
You
me.
can jump if you like. You could handle the fall.
We're gonna fucking go to
The
LA.
indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
What? Why are you making me decide? I woke up like 10 minutes ago. You're gonna make me choose? Certain enemies you find a mirror will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell enemies' detection, whatever. Unaggressive. Will react when you walk into them. Will hear you. Extra teach me to sprint. I know. I need to get over there. I could go this way. Or I could jump off. And jumping off feels like the stupid way, because that feels like it would take... Oh no, the target's way over there. I could jump off. Game, you're giving me a lot of shit. You're giving me a lot of shit right now. Okay, so I could walk down this path. Or I could run off. What is this? Hey, man. Oh, when is the online gonna happen? I can see, like, Goku 69 walking around the field. Right, yeah, I shouldn't waste time. I should head story-wise so I can actually make progress. You know, she's right, the enemy's gonna be fucking suck, but I think I have to go by my heart and jump off a giant cliff, because that's the fun of this game. I love that. It is very fun that you can jump off, like, 1,000 stories and take no damage.
Listen. What?
New LA is to the northeast. I need to reverse these camera controls. They don't work the way I want them to. Yeah, Xenoblade original did have fall damage, which is kind of sucked. Could fall from a high height, but... Camera controls are inverted to what I prefer. I guess I can literally change that. That's in the settings. It's... Inverted x-axis. The only way for me to tell if I like it is doing it when I'm not, like, paying attention. I haven't even looked... I want to look at how the map looks. It just occurred to me, but I don't have access to it yet. The map is a huge, important thing. Nope, that's still wrong. How is that still wrong? Did I do the wrong... Was it that? Oh god, nope, that's even worse. Okay, that's... Oh god, oh god. Okay, so if I do this, if I turn the stick right, the camera goes left. Right? That's how it currently is. Now if I turn the stick right, it turns right. I guess that's how I want it. But now it doesn't... God, I don't think... my brain is broken. I think no matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to think it's the other way around. Turn it off. I'm going to leave it as default. Feels stupid. We're going this way. Yeah, this game is pretty. Yeah, I can't get these working for me. Like the little bridge where I could jump across. It is nice having this way more crisp. Crisp and clean. And this music is great. I do love this music. It's not my favorite. Again, it's not like... A lot of the music in this game is like fucking battle... You know... It's all hype, pump, and energy music. None of it... It's like anime music, actually. All the music in this game is more anime music than it is like pretty orchestrated tracks like you would see in a lot of other RPGs. Or like you would see in other Xenoblade titles. And they all have very strange title names. If you want to look at some title names for the songs in this game, they're fucking weird. But it's good, and I think it fits. I prefer the camera zoomed out so I can fucking see more. Burns. Personally, but I mean, you can zoom in like you can just do it fucking first person. You can just play this game first person if you really want to.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it?
That's what she said.
And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
What the fuck? It's a monster!
Grexes. And they're riled.
You want us to fight him?
We can't leave them roaming here. Not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You
Okay.
ready?
Where's my... I'm not even... Oh, there I go. I was like, where's my gun? It is interesting, by the way, that every character has... Yeah, every character has melee and ranged weapons. You have both. Arts are associated with the weapon you're currently wielding. Continue to cooldown even after they're ready to use. Secondary cooldown. Arts used at a full secondary cooldown have a great effect, which is very strange. But yeah. So you have to wait for your power-ups to happen. But you can also wait twice. And if you wait twice, it's even better. So there are times when you have to, like, you're desperately hoping for your fucking bar to fill out a little bit more. I don't have any melee attacks. That's taking a while to load. Sorry. Might give me a second. Yeah, if she said now melee attacks and I used a melee attack, I would have gotten health back right there. So there's a level of, like, waiting for your... Like right now. Doing that. I'm really feeling it! I'm so glad you're feeling it, Shulk. I love how as an American... I chose the guy who's not American. I chose the British voice actor. Thanks, Adam Howden.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife.
He said the thing!
Luckily, some species aren't so hostile. But they aren't necessarily friendly either.
Very proud.
I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight.
Aren't you?
We need to walk...
I thought Elma was a lot darker in the original game. I feel like they lightened her skin. Strangely. Maybe I'm wrong.
Alright, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Maybe I'm just stupid, lady. Maybe I have, like, goldfish memory and I do have it in my memory. I just don't care enough to remember it. Listen, you either have a big memory or a big memory, you know, and that depends. And I don't know which one I've got. Class. And you don't have to read any of this stuff. Because it's a lot, but you kind of should. Stupid, my guy runs. There we go, that's better. Do you ever feel like sometimes if you think about how you're running, you don't know how to run anymore? You just forget? Piers Morgan, I thought everybody hated this guy.
Thanks.
Woken up after all the time, sure dying to get home and to get a shower. Thanks. You know what? I'm changing the camera again. I can't decide. Alright, I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to that, and whatever happens, that's gonna be the one I'm gonna use. I promise you. Or I'm gonna keep switching and never get used to a single one and always be confused, and it's always gonna look like shit. I think this is what I'm comfortable with, actually. Or actually, okay, what if I change? I think I need to change both. Maybe? I feel like if I change this, it feels better in one way, but the other one changes in a way that I don't like. That might be better. It's not the game that's the problem, it's my brain. My brain's the problem. Hey, yo, who's this? Ugh. Oh, it's me. Now, this is about to be like a 2000s edge rock band. I could have done Crawling in My Skin. Sorry, imagine... Wait. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not that. Come on, let me take a video capture, you asshole.
Well, here we are.
You know what? You know why it didn't let me do it? I know why it did it. It's gonna be 2 seconds. Yep. I lost my chance. Imagine that walk-in scene, but it was the build-up to crawling in my skin. These wounds. That would be perfect.
But, like it or not, this place is our home now.
It would have worked, all right.
We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth.
The LA. That's what LA looks like. I've been there.
We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
MLA format. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's the Breath of the Wild moment. But instead of a beautiful landscape, it's a city.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. New LA.
What's a kitty?
Lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown.
Some of those cars look bad. Still a Wii U game that comes over, so like it's fair, but
Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us.
you know, the characters were gonna yap, but she's the one. Shut up.
Only that we had
The
to
intro to this is very long, and then you just get given the open world and you can do whatever the fuck you want. But the intro to this is like, oh god, just let me stop the tutorial, please. Just let me go back in. I love how they already did a segment where they showed the world. Now they're doing a second segment where they also have the camera pan around the world, but instead of the world, it's just the city. Because why not? Title drop. I guess in Japan it would be Xenoblade Chronicles Cross. That would be the actual name, not X. Because that's how they tend to do it. What makes the version definitive? You're very negative about this. I know you don't like this game. I'm fine with you not liking it, but like, give the definitive a chance of being better than the original. Come on.
How about a quick tour of the facilities? To
I know
refresh
it
your
might be
memory?
in your memory, so you don't remember, but the graphics are genuinely a lot better.
Let's start with your living
The
quarters.
there's a lot of quality of
Follow
life
me.
stuff as well. Huge settings. A lot of settings that have been improved that let you actually fix some of the problems. Some of the very tedious quests, there's been fixes to make those not as tedious, not as long. Some of the stuff that didn't explain well, they explained better. A lot of very big quality of life stuff to make the fucking tedium less.
This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you.
Said one thing. You've mentioned it before. I know you don't like this game. And that's fair enough. Actually, there's probably a list.
We repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members.
Oh, he's yapping.
These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago, ma'am.
brothers and sisters.
He's been out for 2 days.
Stand here truly humbled and
From political aide to Director General in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
NLA and a better
I don't
tomorrow.
want to interrupt them, but
Irina?
like,
Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
again, I mentioned it already. One of the changes is that previously, I might as well show it. There's a page that tells all of them. One of the big changes, previously there's a lot of findable party members. A lot of them are optional. Most of them are. You had to track them down to switch to them and add them to your party. Now you can just select them from a menu. That's great. You don't have to like fucking go explore to find your party members. Jesus, Marvel Rifles. This is your advertisement. You can change the time whenever, which is great, instead of having to wait or having to find a place to change it. Cooldown. That makes it easier. That's great. So there's just a new battle mechanic to really help speed up the battle with the tedium. See, that's like a normal one. Yes, there's literally new stuff, though. There is literally new story and new characters. And that guy looks like he might be from another game. No blade levels or division points. Yeah, there's blade level. It let you do things. That's just removed. Thing. That wasn't the greatest concept, so that's just gone. But no, there's like a whole... Again, let me here. When Monolith stuff adds new story stuff, it's not small. If I where do I have? This is DLC, but it's still. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a game, and they had DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The thing about the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is it was as long as a full-length game. To the point where you could actually just buy it. I have it. I bought it separately. I bought the game separately. It has its own case and its own cartridge. This is just DLC. It is still, I mean, it's not as long as the base game, but it is still full-length game size. That's just the DLC. They basically made a second game. It's a prequel story of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. When they re-released Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, they had a whole new campaign separate from the main one. With multiple chapters, whole new mechanics. They tend to add a lot of stuff. So they don't just do like whatever. Again, though, if you're looking for an RPG with really deep, like play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I have it. I can lend it to you. Obviously, a lot of reworks. There's tons of smaller changes that I quite like. These are done quickly. Party members get XP if not in the party. That's fucking great. Because having to balance like 20 party members and getting them leveled up sucks. In rewards. More defined quest tracking. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm getting emails. Sorry. Like, some of these quests were so tedious. And having that tracked on the map is so great. This all this came out for the game. There's other additions that we can't talk about yet. And we don't know about online stuff. Yeah, this is the very different one than the rest of the series. But My reason for not liking it as much as the other ones, aside from the story and whatever, is that there was so much tedium, and I think this is going to get rid of a lot of it. Wonder why they call Elma ma'am? Look at the side-eye my character is giving these people. I do like that they give you a choice in how you act.
Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
Gwyn.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Sorry, I'm a very passionate person.
Wait,
I don't know if you could tell that.
What happened to 10 more crew
I
members?
ooze with passion.
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor
The way
counts.
Gwyn looks visibly makes me angry.
You
I
can
don't
call
like
me
him
Irina.
because of that.
I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans.
Fuck you.
Or just
Fuck
Gwyn.
off.
The three of us were in the coalition forces together.
I'm just angry at him. I met him right now, and I already hate him.
Training unit, aka the Skeleton Crew.
They-
I was a
'cause they
colonel
write
and
skells.
Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore.
Is there free
now that
will?
we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect.
Is there free... It's weird you asked that, because that is actually a huge... I think that's a relatively big plot point in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, the original.
You've earned it.
And the award for best
I mean, you could just not use
goes
them.
to-
Is it ass? They can't say ass. It's a Nintendo game.
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Colonel. I don't know what's going
We
on.
should be going too. The administrative
Something
district
smells
isn't
funny.
far. That's where you'll be calling
I
home.
don't think it's that... Never mind.
For
I'm
now,
not going to steal a
anyway.
bit from another streamer. ECP. Earth Contain Protect? New Los Angeles. See, I want to see the map.
Really?
Oh, this music. Fucking like cock rock music.
Hey,
Wow. Walk 2 feet, another cutscene. Oh, this is where Lynn gets introduced, isn't it? Yeah, this intro is a little slow. No, it's this guy, and then Lynn gets pissed at him or something. I don't remember. Look at this moron. He wasn't even fighting an enemy, and he still fucking dies. Millions slaughtered as Twin Tower-esque event happens in New Los Angeles. When man flies mech directly into the tower. I just wanted like a SpongeBob-esque explosion come out of there. It's a literal child. That is a literal child, by the way, driving a car with a gun on it.
Damn it!
Hey man, don't throw that shit. Don't be the guy who breaks his tennis racket because he's pissed that he lost. Lynn, she looks much better in this game. In the past game, she looked like a literal, like, bug human creature. What the fuck is it? Sorry, males, shut up. I just want to show off
Look,
what she
I know
looked like before.
Exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork.
Look at this. Look at her face in the original. Look at that was what she looked like previously, right? Look at the fucking eyes. It's creepy, dude. It's actually like terrifying. And then she looks like, okay, now she looks a bit more normal. She looks like a human. Compare that. She does look different. Like, they did change the way she looks, aside from the eyeballs. Which I'm sure some people would argue about. She no longer has, like, an acorn head. Now she's got, like, a more modern haircut. But that's personal preference, right?
Would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed.
Also, she has a Monado pin in her hair.
Man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Doug?
Oh, hey, Elma.
His name is
How'd it
Doug.
go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's?
Maybe don't have a 13-year-old do flight checks.
Cool.
Maybe
I'm
have, like, an
Lynn
adult do that.
Mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Skeptical or look worried? I am skeptical.
She's 13.
Like I
She
said.
looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top
He looks like she's
talents.
13 because
Most of the time, that
she's
is.
13.
Most of the
But yeah,
time.
she's our main mechanic. She builds everything.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
These games love to give children
sounds like a great
adult
idea.
jobs.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it. Wait, why am I cleaning
Poor
up
Doug.
your mess in the first place?
Doug Bowser?
Lynn!
Doesn't Japan have a show where they send like toddlers off to buy stuff at stores? Not that it's the most popular one, but like where they were like, oh yeah, he's like 3. I'm gonna do a little TV show where we film a 3-year-old toddling to a store, giving money and coming back with like juice. Apparently, it's a very fun show. Infinity chart. Damn it. Not even a single screw is priceless. You get that? And I've always been a fan. I still like where you just walk around and you get random dialogue. You don't have to read it. It's not important. But it's all there's tons of random flavor text that can just occur while you're out exploring.
Yep.
It's a simple way of fleshing out the world. Hello. Obvious again. Walk 5 feet. Another cutscene. Final Fantasy does it better because it's fully voice acted, but that's different. You know, you take what you can get and you make the most of it. I don't know. I feel like the capture device actually is making this look a little worse than it should.
Everything from up here.
It
There he
beats
is.
walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks.
Yeah, it looks fine.
There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. How many days in a week?
We don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why
Whoa.
don't you give us the express tour?
Yo, I didn't ask for a pleasure cruise. Jeez.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test.
Thanks.
It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located. Remember? Expect to pass through there.
Again, there's audio
fairly
bouncing. Their voices are a little too low and the
often.
engine's just too fucking loud.
The administrative district. But I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district.
I like how they do such a detailed explanation of this.
Galleries, cafes, clothing.
And at least in the OG, the battle mechanics are like,
It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet.
Can't believe they reinvented capitalism after Crash Landing.
Right, the residential district.
Who came up with this, man?
Housing and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA.
Nerve?
Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government.
Hmm.
Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
That was cool. Thanks for explaining.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll
Funny.
save the rest of orientation
There are some games
for
that people
once we're
complain
back
have a
in
long
Paris.
intro. I think there's a difference between having a long intro and having a long intro where you're not playing a lot of it. Twilight Princess, as people complain about having a long, drawn-out intro. I actually love that intro. And you are playing it. You're actively doing stuff the entire time. It's just that you don't. It takes a second to get, like, you know, everything given to you. I actually think it's quite a fun intro. I love it, personally. Whereas this, it's like, okay, cutscene after cutscene. And on any replay, I guess I could probably skip this. There's probably a skip button. I would imagine there is.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
That was funny. It was a good joke.
Right. Let's get you over
Because
to
she's
the
not really an
barracks.
airplane pilot.
Then
You get
I
the
should
joke?
file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually.
Look, it's
They're
derpy.
set up just
I knew there were
behind the
people who
giant
refused
blade
to have her
tower
in their
here.
party because of how fucking weird she looked.
That
Well, I guess
road
now
that
they've
walks around the
guaranteed
left
that people
side
use
leads
her.
Right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Why would we do that? We definitely want to go right to the barracks and have another cutscene where we talk to Zangief or whatever the fuck his name is. Bandem. And I guess theoretically, technically, I could go back out and battle stuff right now, but you don't get everything unlocked yet. You kind of need to go through this first so you have everything. Oh, this does look nicer. Man, even look at the fucking reflections of the lights. Look at that. That is nice. I know that's an obvious thing, but that wasn't on the Wii U version. They were signing Leroy and Dirk. I read that as Dick, and I was very confused. Kenty. Car. Kent. There's a maintenance center. I could spoil you what the fuck we are, and why we can fall 5,000 feet, but... Wolf. Yep. Huh. That's good to know. Here's the robots.
Listen,
And they're kind of cool. It is funny how dramatically different this was from Xenoblade. Makes you wonder what they were what the plan was for this initially, and what changed.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
What do I do? Frown and say nothing. I guess you could act like you could act just the most negative asshole possible.
I think
But
I can answer that one.
who the fuck are you? You don't look good. You look
must be
evil.
the latest rescue.
That's judgmental.
Secretary Nagi.
Like eel?
Cool.
Nagi like eel.
Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he
God, that
didn't
fucking
seem
email.
quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way.
More importantly,
Why are you wearing gloves, man?
you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Oh boy.
ah yes, of course.
Hey, can you give me my SSN, please?
You must be weary from the stasis.
I heard the
of your
government has
journey
all of
back to
those.
us.
And they leaked them.
Please.
They're
after you.
public, so it shouldn't be hard to find mine.
I'll put on some tea.
By the way, everybody, if you're American, your social security number is out there right now. That's right. Which means it's not a problem if I reveal mine, right? Yo, it's been like 30 seconds of silence. Can you say something? Excuse me? What? What's going on?
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi.
Name is
You may
Kentaro
remember me as
Urashima.
captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
Huh, he said.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to.
Do you have an
when you're ready to
inferior
start looking
officer
for
as well?
work.
That's a bad joke. I'm
What
sorry.
about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name. And nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White
How do you know I
Whale.
was born on Earth, lady? What if you're
I
lying?
see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Okay, sure.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien
Yep. The intro to
civilizations.
the game showed me that.
Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless.
Don't say we were
The
like
Earth was
infants,
reduced to
naked,
ash.
powerless. That is not how I want. Oh my
way.
god, they blew up our planet like fucking Death Star. The aliens came and we were naked. Don't say
I
that.
wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
That's some
No
fucking
one
god tier
can know
arrogance.
that, Elma.
If I was
What we
there, the
do
aliens
know
wouldn't have
is
blown up our
without
planet.
you, there'd have been no Project Exodus.
That is a
No
god tier
escape.
level of arrogance.
Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus.
Sorry, Elma.
Once we
I didn't mean to be
learned the
mean.
Earth
but-
might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission. Find a habitable planet and settle there.
It's like Wall-E.
We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion.
They just fucking hate us.
Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
It's still a miracle they
The ship
landed on a
had
planet
taken
that
way too
happened to
much
be able to be
damage
habitable.
survive entering the
Hospitable.
atmosphere intact.
Habitable.
We
Like,
had
what a
no
fucking
choice.
coincidence that is.
We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
I have to ask all of these.
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation.
Like a country. Yeah, it makes
We also
sense.
ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health.
I mean, I just got out of a
All
tube.
purely as a precaution.
I don't have any
I'm
assets.
sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
What if I don't want to? Go live in the fucking wilderness. Like Dick Prenicky.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy
Balls,
after the
lick,
destruction of
all
Earth.
dead.
Quite
Exam, I don't know.
think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there
Building
in space,
legacy
we had
after destruction
plenty
of Earth.
provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after
Ball
we lost
lickers and
most of
damned
our ship
erotica.
and
Blade.
came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police.
Did you really need
Goes
police?
on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to
Who the
have
fuck is
one
breaking
central
laws
organization with
in a different planet?
disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others.
Oh, this tells us what actually the
search
fuck's going
for
on.
And recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this.
Because technically, yeah, I guess, yeah, this is the big, oh my god moment. Not really, but
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility.
that's cool.
Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold.
It's a lot of cutscenes.
With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis.
So basically, most of
To
the
be
humanity that's left is like
But there's a problem.
in cryosleep.
We now know the Lifehold broke apart.
And they
along
may
with the rest
or
of
may
the
not
ship
all
when
be
we came
completely
down
dead.
on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
It is funny that is it an actual game or movie. It is mostly game.
In
That's the
any
funny
case,
part. It's just a
I'm
lot
sure
of movie at
this
the
is
very
all a
start.
lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time.
One thing I remember about this game is that you could choose the avatar's voice to be Kirito. It can also be Makoto from Danganronpa, or Shulk from the original Xenoblade, or more. There's a lot of voice actors in this game from other shit.
Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
I don't even know about the lady voice actors. I haven't even looked. Wow, quest 1. Leave the barracks. Press R down, show that. Oh, handy. Oh, this music. I like this music. This is vibey. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. I did like this music. Yeah, this music is very different stylistically, but I really like it. There's some fun tracks. Get up there. Wow, we're gonna leave and get to our next quest. This looks janky. It looks fine on my side.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized
I
to
actually
let a
wonder if maybe my
civilian tour
capture
the
is, like,
administrative
fucked up.
district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different
Right, just
from
gonna
the other
refresh.
districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that.
Ruining it, but I've already seen this. It's fine. Ugh. Unplugging and replugging back in. Instead, do that. I always leave my capture card plugged in. There's a chance that I just like fucked it. Of my own idiocy. Damn it. And now it's even worse. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Here's the thing, I actually haven't used my capture card in a while because I've been playing so many like computer games. So it's just been plugged in, not running anything. Which is brilliant, by the way. I'm glad I did that. Damn it, I have to like... Ugh. So if I do this, and if I go like... Let me reset my audio. Beautiful. The fuck? Why does it do that? Weird. It's a bad time to have technical problems, but there's some weird, there's something funny going on. I can see the input coming in, but then the output is like really fucking delayed. Oh, and I don't know why. That's on, but I don't know if I need that. That off. What is that? That's B1. That's B2. That doesn't work. There we go. That's better. Okay, I fixed it. My audio setup was fucked up. Ready Player. I'm gonna blame you. You told me to change my settings, and now I fucked everything up. I'm blaming you. It's your fault. That makes so much more sense. Okay.
What?
Beautiful.
You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by?
Funny enough, the reason my audio was
Basically
fucked
like
up was
the
because I
most
was showing you how to do audio in
incredible,
OBS
awesome super weapons
way
ever.
ages ago.
Lasers, force fields, bipedal, and vehicular transformations. Sorry, just... I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Is she proto-Yuffie, dude?
Originally,
Or
skells were developed as a
not
defensive
proto-Yuffie?
measure
What is the
counter
opposite of
potential
proto?
alien threats.
Shitto
Wasn't enough
Yuffie.
to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology.
Coming far and coming fast are two different things, I think.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only blades are allowed to pilot skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about.
I will say the biggest selling point in this game is the mechs, and you have to get like hours, a long ways into the game before you get them. I barely got them in my Wii U version. I had 50 hours in that game.
As you might imagine, the
You'll probably
certification
like fast track
process is
it,
a
but
fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around.
he chose me out of anyone.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test.
Cream of the crop.
To go above and beyond.
The cream rises
for the people of New
to the
LA
top.
in general.
So what do you say? If you become a blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Wishes she was as cool as Yuffie. Yeah, everyone hates this lady. I'm adjusting something. I'm doing a theory. That works. All right. More cutscenes. Again, this stream is going long because I'm trying to get out of the cutscene so I can get back into the main game. I should have just kept playing the Wii U version. See that? Walk 2 steps, another cutscene. Because they have to explain every little thing.
We don't have a dispatch system yet, so blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available.
I do like how in cutscenes you can just move the camera around.
And it's not just official blade tasks.
So if you're bored, I can just do this instead.
Here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA. So the
Like, fuck, I don't want to watch
updated.
this.
Just about every blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home.
You know, actually, it's funny. This isn't that not fitting for Xenoblade. Xenoblade is infamously has cutscenes that are full movie length. Like there'll be like an hour and 20 minutes of cutscenes, or something ridiculous.
A number of blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Or something like that. I think Xenoblade 3 has an hour-long cutscene. Something like that. I have to check, because I don't want to get that wrong. Eh. So I completely just didn't listen to what they said. I have no idea what they were talking about. They said talk to a guy and do a thing. Again, walk 2 feet.
Ta-da! The blades.
I'm walking less and less.
When the going gets tough, the tough go to the scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is.
Yeah, I get it.
A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
Yeah, this lets you use people on the
Can't
internet.
spell blade without team. Sorta.
She's stupid.
Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
And I say, I have no choice. I'm gonna say
You'd
yes.
have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought
You're a
you might
child
be
who was
pressuring
building
our
rockets.
guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping?
I know it's motion blur. I
I'm
think
not
it's meant to be
talking about the
stylistic,
stuff
but
over
yeah,
in the
I don't like
commercial
it.
district. I'm talking
It was the
about
same in the
our
Wii U.
alley.
I think it's only... I don't even think it's in the main game. I'm pretty sure it's only in cutscenes. In the main game, it's not there. But for some reason, when they do cutscenes, they do that when you wiggle around. Don't know why. It's very strange. I just do love jumping over everything. You know, I haven't even eaten dinner yet. No, it's weird that motion blur is on and default in almost every game. That, like any game, most people's first thing is to turn it off. Why is it there?
Hey.
Oh no, I wanted to hear this music. This was good music.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Thanks, I know.
Blades can
Find your dream skill and then customize it.
I won't lie. Most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells.
They don't need to tell us the Skell stuff because you're not going to get a Skell for like 40 hours. Like they don't even need to bring that up. They should just not waste my time with that
I
because
think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
I love this song. This is the entirety of the song, what you're hearing right now. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna turn down the other audio so I can actually hear the music for once in my goddamn life. A little bit. Because that was a problem in the original, and you didn't have audio settings to change it. It's just guys going, yeah, yeah. My favorite song.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ.
Aren't there supposed to be 2 towers?
The higher-ups, like
What happened to the
Secretary
other one?
Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments.
Could have sworn there were longer cutscenes in Xenoblade. I know there's one that has an intermission, and maybe it's just 2 cutscenes that are also long. But I guess I must have been wrong.
You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough.
Can I punt this child off the fucking? He won't die, so I should be able to. It'll be fine.
Decision to join us or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, let's save. We didn't do anything. But yeah, let's save. Do I have Yeah, I still don't have access to the map. I just want to see the goddamn map. Yeah, again, it's been so long since I played the intro to this game, I forgot all of this. This fucking song. This fucking song. The only lyric is yeah. Again, weirdly, this game is fun to move around in because you can jump and run so fucking fast, jump so fucking high. Hey, I'm gonna join. You join.
We're home.
Yes.
I want to mention, by the way, sorry, this is unrelated, but there was a pilot that I think you can watch on YouTube, a failed pilot for a television show that never got made, called Heil Honey, I'm Home, which was a TV show about the Hitlers, like a sitcom, and they lived next door to a Jewish family, and the hijinks that would happen. If you think I'm making this up, I'm not making this up. Heil Honey, I'm Home. That was real. I wonder why it didn't get greenlit.
Amusing.
I wonder why the pilot didn't work.
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
I like Commander Vandam. I want to see him.
He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it,
The commander does have a way with words.
Final cutscene of Metal Gear Solid 4, 71 minutes. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. That's Kojima. That pans out.
Didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Well, her face.
Of course. And I would never force or coerce anyone.
I don't know, man. You're pretty forcible right now.
Friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Since I woke up from stasis sleep after having amnesia and not remembering what the fuck happened, every single person has been like, hey, you should join this program that you might die in. We'd be really disappointed if you didn't do that, and we really need your help. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Fine.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization.
13.
Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Thanks.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
Yeah, wet feet. Yeah. Feet. Oh, sorry.
In New LA, we're using a specialized
Oh, there's socks on.
system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira.
Just lift your leg.
A
Come on.
network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and
Yeah.
collect all kinds of information about the planet.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots.
I'm just not listening. I'm just blatantly not listening.
Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of
Hexagons.
blocks. We call
They're
these
George's
blocks
socks. There's a dog on it.
Together
I got these for
they
Christmas
form
one
our
year.
grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we
I guess they have to explain this stuff because I already know
We
because I've
just
played the game
install.
that you go to new hexagons, you put in
The
probes,
sooner
you
the
do the
better,
things.
As far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things
Imagine
in the
it
vicinity.
being like towers in other games. But instead of like going to a place, you're putting a thing there to give you more information about the area. Kind
This
of.
first exercise, you'll be heading here to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe.
And then the things you put in the places actually matter because they do things.
East of the city.
And you kind of build up the world and your map of the world and exploration.
We can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be
I just know
there
that the
in
map
no
in this game looks very different visually than the one in Wii U.
I'll leave the details
The
on
UI
data
looks very
probe
different, so it's all different,
installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary.
Again, I need to get this guy my outfit back. I need to get the red tank top and the sunglasses back.
Yeah. Training or not, let's go
Again, my
explore the
outfit on the Wii U,
probe.
red tank top, pink heart eye sunglasses, white jeans. I was killing it. And now I have to find that clothes again in here. Yeah, chapter 1 was like almost entirely cutscenes and tutorials. Alright, let's get out of here. Gonna be another 3-hour stream, isn't it? Again, I don't mind streaming longer,
Man, am I glad we
I used to
pulled
do
an
3-hour
assignment to
streams.
the east of the city this time.
but only if I want
Be a
to, not if I
long
have
walk all the way
to.
back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was
Can
still
we
on
walk and talk
lockdown
about
from all the
this?
high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level
Like those
earlier
people who
today.
can't walk and drink at the
Gates
same
are
time.
officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Be nice. I'm not a boaster.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
I'm magic.
We ran into them just before
How do
we
you
met up
think
with
I
you.
know them? I met
They
them.
were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our
But
mission to
enough
deal
talk.
with.
Have at
Let's
you.
head out.
Roger. That probe
Who's
isn't gonna
Roger?
install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Sorry. This is just bad jokes to stream. I have nothing else. There's no gameplay, so I have nothing else to do but piss on everything they're saying. Any of the people out there, I know there are people out there who put 1,000 hours into Xenoblade X and more because they love this game. Hello. Again, previously the map would be on your gamepad always, so having it in here is different. Look at these hexagons. I guess we only have one, Oh, it's all in one map! That's what... Oh! So previously they were split up. But we have all these different continents, and they were separated. So Primordia is the main continent. That's the first one. Over here we have Noctilum, which is like foresty. I don't even know what's Sylvalium. We have Caldros is the fire one. I wonder what's in this island right here. I'm very curious what that is. Oblivia is the desert one. And that looks like, oh, that's not that big. Wait, if you actually see how big this is, then you'll realize what the fuck is up. Because it's massive. Check it out, Hagrid. A massive, mate. But the map's pretty fucking huge. Alright, let's get it back. Let's get real music. Finally. Let's fight something.
Wait till you see what I'm capable of. You ready for anything?
You should weaken them. I can't do that. I don't have any purple. Sorry.
Fire Carnival! Scream it!
Fire Carnival? That sounds fucking awesome. Shoot this guy. Yep. Again, I shot him in his fucking kneecap. I know this doesn't resonate with people as much because the auto attack. Truthfully, I don't even think of the auto attack. I just think I have 4 attacks. And I have to, like, time them right. Because there are times when I don't want to just spam attacks. I have to think... If she says, like, do melee, and the orange tech pops up, I have to use my orange. And if I don't have an orange available, then I can't use it. See? She said just one more hit, and it was orange. I use my orange attack. We both get health back. Oh my god, you're dead. Sorry, I didn't realize you were dead. Like, I don't even think about the auto attack as much as I just think, oh yeah, I just have 4 attacks and I can only use them every couple seconds. Alright, I'm in the back. I'm on the side. I'm on the front.
I'm being pushed back. I'm not ready to die yet. Heal me.
Okay, so this attack does better damage if I'm on the side of the enemy. This is a weird mechanic. If you die but your party member is still alive, you can wait for them to attempt to kill the thing. And if they don't, then you'll respawn. Come on, Lynn. He's almost dead. Come on, Lynn. Come on, Lynn. Kill him. Kill him. He's got like a frag. Come on. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Thank God. That almost never works. That's incredible. Thank you, God. Thank you so much, Lynn. Again, the mechanics in this battle system are really fucking convoluted. Alright, let's Skyrim up a fucking mountain. Come on. Beautiful. Why does it have to be fucking raining? No reason to go up here. I just want to. Nice. Yeah, the UI is a lot slimmer. Previously, everything was showing at all times on the screen. Now that's not the case. Which is great. That is fantastic that I don't have, like, fucking a million things on screen at once. Yeah, I'm only, like, I forget, I'm, like, level, we're level 6. We can take this guy.
Let's see what you've got.
Let's attack the tail. Nice. File down. That is a move directly from, inflicts topple. Nice. Elma, you died last time, so I'm gonna put you heal. Nice. Shit, I wasn't facing the side. Again, it's like Xenoblade. I have to be on the side of the enemy to do this to get extra damage. You know, typical schluck.
I can't seem to get fired up.
I thought she was gonna say I can't keep it up, and I was gonna be like, yo, a lot of guys have that problem. I'm surprised you have that problem though. Yeah, let's do melee. Sorry, the name Fire Carnival is such an incredible like move name. Yep. Fuck. God damn it. I love Shulk's voice actors so much. I really do. Oh fuck, I'm dead? You guys got it. Different planet. God, the audio, even the music still might not be loud enough, because I can still never hear that song. The only lyric in that song is, oh, different planet, and everything else I can't hear it. I have no idea. Never been able to hear it. I think because it's raining, the guys who can hear me might not be able to hear me as well. Yeah, I loved. They were smart. The world was so massive that they knew giving us like a dinky little jump would make this feel like shit. I'm very glad they didn't. Man, the lighting makes them look real dark when it's raining.
What the hell happened here?
A big baddie.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
For those not know, the bug killed the monkeys.
What?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
It's a special enemy called a...
That Sinicula.
Tyrant.
It's a tyrant.
Yo, I can do that. I can zoom in. I have a zoom in face. I can be like...
Think about it. Your typical
tyrant?
Is way higher up on the food chain
Sorry.
than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually
Well,
we find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it.
Nice fucking phone, lady.
There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
We just kill it.
It's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep, and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Can we just kill it?
Don't forget why they sent us here in the first
To kill
place.
it.
Frontier Nab's
Can we
range
kill
is
it?
still limited.
Oh,
How about we kill it?
They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it
You want
went
to
off
probe
the
it?
grid.
Why are we going to probe it? Let's kill it. Again, why don't we kill it? That was exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
Yeah, big bug.
We should probably explain.
You don't need to explain. I chose the option specifically that you wouldn't explain, and you're still going to explain it.
Outside of our usual threat ranking system.
Yeah.
In other words, they're too
What the throat
powerful
do?
for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong.
Dude, they broke the
If a
scouter.
creature
That's how
has
bad
even
their
a
power
single
level is.
especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
I don't need to be so menacing about it. Yeah, we got to take care of it.
As long as you understand the risks involved.
Like I said, let's kill it.
Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet...
Do you think it's because she's a teenager? Because she's technically 13? If she was 12, you think they would still let her be a mechanic and go out and fight giant fucking monsters?
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it
Yeah, I know, the
down
tyrant's
quick,
literally
if
doing nothing,
not,
he's just chilling in the
even
background.
luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close.
What have
to
they
the
been doing
city
for 2
from
months?
now
Because as
on.
soon as I get here, we start
Just
getting
make
shit
sure you're
done.
ready
But before
we
then, it's
attack.
like nothing happens.
This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
None of these probes out there. I put on all the probes. You know, when I get here, I put every single probe on this map because it's like no one else is doing anything. It's almost as if it's a game and I have to be the one to do the stuff. I'm gonna check my gear. You know what? I guess I should. Technically speaking, I should check my gear. What do I got? This is just better. Give me an assault rifle. That's just better. Wow, it's a literal scouter. I made a joke about it. I made a joke about a scouter. It's literally a scouter. That's incredible. A fucking earpiece. I don't like that. I just prefer having a shirt, truthfully. I mean, everything I have is technically a little better. I don't have anything there. Both what I got. Want anything? Give you that. No, I'm good. You guys, you don't need it. I will say this actually does, this menu does look a lot better in terms of intelligibility. Like previously it was a vertical menu and you had to like scroll down and you couldn't see everything on the same page. Now that I can see everything all at once, that is so much more clear about what the fuck is happening and how I'm like that. This actually is, wow, this is much way more visible. An upgrade, beautiful. I know it's silly, but being able to see all this stuff is like a game changer. I'll upgrade everything once. But I actually do like... maybe it's because I heard this music so often, but it really stuck in my head. Alright, let's kill this thing. You're gonna aim for a particular head. Yeah, you can hit specific things. Very simple. Go for the leg. Nice. Sliding slinger. Tapple. Alright, let's go to the side. I can't. Sorry, Lynn. I don't want to die, so I'm going to put that. Ooh, this music. It is very anime. I can't. Yes, I can. Nice. Beautiful. Again, you're basically aiming for those little soul voices. Side. Nice. Assault hammer. Do topple. Shit, I missed. Easy. Yeah, I think that's the one thing people think about this. This isn't actually very fast-paced combat. It can be. When you get a lot more moves, it's a lot to, like, keep up with. But it's not quick in the way people would think it is. Shit. Fucking timed that wrong. Easy.
We are awesome!
Thanks.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
I'm just the afterthought, though.
Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show
Playmates? What, Playboy made it across to New LA? I guess that makes sense.
Light indicates a Frontier Nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
So someone set up a fucking light here, but they didn't install the probe when they set up the fucking light? Great. geniuses at this place.
The probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run.
Thanks.
We all set?
You like how she has like double guns on her back? That's kind of cool.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
I do love how the options are either you care or you don't care. Those are the only options you ever get. I think there are times when you get more than 2 options, but like, how much do you give a shit?
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Nice. What if we fuck it up? What happens? Fortunately, when you actually do this in gameplay, you don't have to watch any of this shit. You can just do it. You click a button and it's done.
Connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's destroy the fucking... We are just like...
We need them spread out even.
We're like a telecom worker. That's what we do. That's our job.
Yep.
Along with fighting
Planting
stuff.
probes is easy, and the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew.
Plant?
So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Can we not? Nice. Hello. I will meet you later. See, now the map is open. Now we can see shit. Go to main menu. Yep. And the mini map was bigger, or the map was bigger in the previous one, but maybe this is easier to see. But this should start showing you the actual geography, and it tells you a little bit of what's around it. So like, this area, there's a tyrant. This area, there's some wreckage you can look at. This area, there's treasure. There's plenty of things and quests that might happen, but there's usually like some specific things to do in each of these little spots. Which is nice. Yeah, and that, I mean, yes, there's quests to do. And honestly, there's still a lot more quests that you ought to do before you really get it opened up. Because I actually have to join Blade. But after you do that, you can start accepting quests, go around doing stuff. I mean, if you wanted to be argumentative, you could say, well, the game doesn't stop giving tutorials until you get to a Skell 50 hours in, but I don't think I don't think that counts. You just fucking stab the spat with your knife.
I owe you one.
Nice. I gotta actually keep an eye on my health. I have not been paying attention. Beautiful. No, you don't, man. So as much as I admonish this game, I actually do enjoy playing this game. I like Xenoblade Combat. I actually do. I know not everyone does. I think there's a balance, and you can learn more about it. And once I feel like any combat system, I feel like you don't like it until you kind of get how it's meant to be done. If you get rid of your misconceptions about how it's meant to be played and played the way it's designed, typically a lot of combat can be very fun. And I really like this one. And again, it is a big open world game. with tons of enemies and free-roaming things to do, quests to take, stuff to happen. Bit cheesy. I like the Shulk voice a lot. Again, you could have chosen fucking Danganronpa voice. You could have chosen Kirito. There's many options. But even if I'm doing non-specific stuff, it's just exploring it. Like, look at this, man. It is all interconnected. There's no, like, loading zones and stuff. Again, before Breath of the Wild did a lot of this stuff, Monolith Soft worked with Nintendo for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Monolith Soft is like Nintendo's biggest asset at this point for the Switch era. And yes, they do work on Xenoblade series, because that's their series. They worked on a lot of Nintendo's main franchises at this point. Yeah, even if you're just running and collecting these blue things is helpful. I would say put more probes down. I don't think I have any until I have to go up and do the quest. Yeah, as much as shit as I gave it, I do like this. Huge open world and great music and just walk around. So far, I think this is a good... I haven't had a huge chance to check it out, but I think this is a good remake. There's still some things that I haven't unlocked yet. But just initially. I do think it... I can't help it, but I do think these Xenoblade games are very pretty. In terms of world design. Like, once you get to the forest world, that's very pretty. The desert world's very nice. And you can argue about just graphical fidelity is a problem. And that's fair. It's on more limited hardware. And I mentioned it before, but people have already found in the code that there is support for improved visuals and frame rates. Presumably with the Switch 2. I mentioned this briefly earlier. On the Wii U version, if you bought the game, great. There was DLC for the Xenoblade X that was just... it was free. It was downloadable content, but it was free downloadable content. That you could optionally add to your game. And that was basically like 8 to 10 gigabytes of better textures and better frame rates. I'm not even joking. I have a USB drive plugged into my Wii U for that, specifically so that the frame rate and the graphics are better. If you buy the game and you don't have that installed, either you don't download it from online because the Wii eShop doesn't work anymore, then you're actually playing a worse version by default. That is true. And I guess for right now, if you ever buy a copy of this game, and because the eShop is down, you can never get that as normal. Again, you could probably find the files online, but... But, like, it's true. And how fucking silly is that? And I think it was because the amount of internal space on a Wii U was so small. They didn't include it, and they didn't put it on the disc for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. But I find that almost comical. I don't know if that's just of its time or what. I'm coming to you! Also, I figured that Shulk is comical because he's British. But if he wasn't British, he would just be a normal voice. They're all exaggerated, but I almost think the British voice helps me make it not be so silly.
Why can't I get any power out of this thing? Oh, these wires are backwards.
Idiot. I almost feel like because he's British, it almost makes him feel less silly to me because he's not an American doing like a overly anime-esque voice. Whenever I hear British voices, British dubs of an anime, I actually think I like it more. It makes it less... It makes it feel less silly. It can be fun, but it almost makes it feel less silly to me. I killed an indigent the other day and a weapon popped out of its belly. Now I will wield it in combat to honor the comrade that Monster ate. Great. Alright, this guy's just recounting his trauma about 9/11, but like 10 9/11s. Sorry, I'm done with this. But yeah, I was 50 hours into this game previously when I was like, you know what? I'm actually not that far into this game, all things considered. I'm just going to play the definitive edition. That way I get the extra story and the better quality of life stuff. I probably won't stream this. if I feel like streaming it, maybe I will do random streams of this, but I won't be regularly streaming this because this is a long game. But again, I actually own every Xenoblade game. I'm slowly working through them. And many people said I shouldn't even bother with this one and just go straight to 2 if I just want to get through the series, but I wanted to. So I'm excited. Yeah, this was a long stream. It was a little much in terms of the cutscenes, but it was the intro. And it was fun to go back. It was fun to plug in my Wii U again and show off the Wii U gameplay, what it looked like. Because now, I mean, that was the only reason I even had it plugged in anymore. A little sad. Yes, I know. And I still say that the majority of this game isn't cutscenes. It is still majority just doing random quests and stuff. But this game is so front-loaded with that shit that it's not even funny. But yeah, no, it's fun. I do like this game. Aside from copious cutscenes, it's enjoyable. If you just want a big world to explore and whatever, it was fun. Yeah, why are you here? It's like 2 in the morning for you. Cupid, go to sleep. It was fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Because if it's not fun, why bother? I'll be back tomorrow. Terraria, I should be. But have a good night. Take care, everybody. I'm gonna eat dinner now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.